Got some questions for you today.
Who do you think you are?
Toby.
Yeah. Correct. What gives you the right?
Took some notes while I was eating lunch, and these are in no particular order. Which moment of your life do you think God will show you when you die? Which moment do you think the devil would show you? I don't know, like, do you think the devil is, like, actively doing stuff? What's he doing? Doesn't, like, I feel like he would want to be more well-known. Oh, fake news media, right. How could I forget? Why do you think that one person really doesn't like you? Do you think it's hard to be normal? Do you actively try to be normal? Or does normal just happen? What would you change your name to? If a cow could speak, would you still eat it? If a human can't speak, are they less valuable? If a pregnancy is going to kill the mother, are pro-life people still against abortions? Do you dislike other cultural norms because they're dissimilar to yours? Like, is that the reason? And what happened to rocket power? If you only watch one news source, then you are accepting the fact that you're being brainwashed, right? Brainwashed, right? Do bidets eliminate the need for toilet paper? Who are you? No. Like, who are you? Where do you get off? Is that an old idiom? But, like, what's my purpose? Do you have a purpose? Do we need a purpose? At what point is our purpose overwhelming, unjustified, or not needed? Why do most people have children? Are most people ready to have children when they do? Why do people get married? Why do people get married? Do you think women want to be treated like property in, like, more conservative Christian-based weddings and probably other religions? How come my mother doesn't give me away to my bride? Does sensory pleasure justify moral action? Do some of you remember that one? Do you remember fidget spinners? Do you still use one? I think it's helping with my classes. If you don't exercise, are you neglecting your personal health? If you eat unhealthy foods, are you taking your body for granted? Are you actually an environmentalist if you eat animal products? Do you actually love animals if you pay for their slaughter? Would you move to Asia because you had an existential life crisis? See what I did there? Does this seem more difficult than it was at the beginning? How many times have you made the same mistake in your life? Do you wish you would stop your own behavioral patterns? Do you constantly feel overwhelmed by the need to perform? Is it possible to waste money on a hobby? Is that question too easy? If you don't have an opinion, what are you doing? Should you blindly follow cultural norms? Have you ever read a book written by the opposite perspective? Have you ever sat through an entire Trump speech? Was it difficult? Did you lose track of how many lies he told? You know that's not like a Republican-Democrat thing. That's a fact. You knew that, right? You knew that Trump lies all the time? Is this as fun for me as it is for you? Do I make you Randy?
Do I make you Randy? Yeah.
Would you consider it to be sexist if a man sends naked photos of himself without the woman's asking or consent? Does anybody actually have a reason to get angry while playing an online video game? Do you wish you would have learned something when you were a child? I think I would have wanted to learn how to play the piano. I think I can get away by saying almost anything if I add, like, a little bit of a question mark at the end. Does that sound right? Question mark? Does that sound right? Semicolon. Does that sound right? What would you ask? Do you ask yourself questions often? Do you wish you could ask other people questions often? Do you think you would ask yourself more questions? Do questions overwhelm you? Or do questions help you understand your own values and moral choices? I think I do that a lot with veganism. Like, if you don't need to eat meat to survive, why would you voluntarily be cruel to animals? Because I just love the taste of chicken. Because I love the taste of chicken? Fixed it. See you next time.